Good afternoon, everybody. I feel like chili tonight. Come on in. Hope you're having a God bless Tuesday evening. I sure am. Okay, I got to get my onions in here and start sauteing them. I got a fourth of a cup of oil in that pot, and it's piping hot. I'm going to pour in one chopped bell pepper, a medium bell pepper, 2 medium onions, no celery this time, just bell pepper and onions. And I've got that grease all heated up. What I'm going to do is saute my peppers and onions first. So go ahead, catch up with me. 2 medium onions, 1 small bell green pepper, chopped up, fourth of a cup of oil in my pan there, and we're going to make us some good old homemade chili. It's going to be quick and easy, be on the table in about 1 hour. So about an hour and 15 minutes, you can have this good old homemade chili on the table, because it took me a little bit of time to gather all my ingredients and then put them together and get them ready to get in the pot. All my ingredients there, I got quite a few over there. So first of all, we're going to start out with, of course, like I say, the saute. And we're going to do this in real time. So this is my sauteed peppers and onions. We'll go ahead and get them started. And you know, we always talk about sauteing. It just gets the most flavor out of your veggies when you're cooking them. So that's why we're going to saute them. And I kind of chopped them up kind of small this time. Okay, we're going to keep that. Okay, we're going to show that pot there. It just sort of pulls some of that flavor out of those peppers and onions. That's all I'm doing. Okay. This is about so we're going to let this 5 minutes. And we're going to keep it on high heat. Okay. What have y'all been doing all day? I've been roaming around doing errands all day long. So I hope y'all didn't have a busy day like I had. I really didn't plan it, but you know how things pop up. Had a lot of things that I've had in prayer last week, and we're still praying on one more thing. And y'all step in there and help us to pray. My sister's trying to get her a new place, new apartment, and she sort of ran into a couple of obstacles, so keep that on the prayer. But I tell you what, we already prayed about it. What we got to do now is stand in expectation and expect it to happen, because I believe in my heart, as hard as we've been praying, and as much need as she has, it's going to happen. So we're getting all this done here this evening, because I feel like a big old thick bowl of homemade chili. You know, this is usually one of those wintertime comfort food type things. But I feel like I need to be comforted this evening. I'll tell you, I've had, last week, my week ended very well. You know, I told y'all about my granddaughter getting to her right grade in high school. And Tansy got her new Durango. Beautiful, big truck. Beautiful truck. Got her Durango, and so the third blessing is going to be my sister getting into her apartment. So I ended off last week, I told somebody, one of those hallelujah shout. You know how you get your shout on, get your dance on. I got my shout, my dance, my smile, my everything on. So I was on top of the world. And you know what? As it would be, things are always going to happen. Because one thing about life, it's going to happen whether you're there or not, whether you like it or not. Whether you're happy about it, it does not matter, because, honey, on top of all of that, lo and behold, my ceiling was leaking this morning. The toilet overflowed on the inside, and I didn't know it. I thought it was one thing, and it was another. I thought it was the shower, but it was the toilet. So you know what? I'm still happy. I'm still doing good. Praise God, I've got insurance. I got my American Home Shield appliance policy, so I'm covered, y'all. The biggest thing about this is just getting the repair people out here and getting the work done. So let me just, while we're right there on that, and this is if you can afford it, because it wasn't a lot of money, but I think it's well worth it. Those policies that you buy to ensure getting your appliances and whatnot repaired when they go bad, I tell you, they pay for themselves after 1 or 2 times. Now, I've got the, you see my homeowner's insurance, FYI, y'all, homeowners. And I'm going to talk to my agent to make sure if I can make plumbing a part of my owner's package. So I don't know if I can or not, but I found out today whatever plumbing needs to be done, I'll have to pay for the plumbing, and my homeowner's insurance policy, of course, will pay for any damages, you know, to my carpet, to my ceiling, and all that. But see, I didn't know that they didn't pay plumbing, but thank God I've got that American Home Shield insurance policy there that I took out something separate for all my appliances and stuff like that. So God is good, honey. I don't care how you put it. I don't care who tried to twist it another way. If I didn't have the insurance policy, he's still good. So, got all that going on, but I said that's all right. We're gonna make it through anyway. I had to go out and do my vitamin shopping. I go about every 3 months and do my vitamins. So they had, you know, buy one, get one. So that was a blessing. I count everything that I get extra in life. I always count it a blessing. So when one thing fizzles in one direction, something else will rise up in another direction. So I'm excited that I got all my vitamins that I wanted today. And y'all, it's hot in North Carolina. I don't know where y'all are, what the weather is, but it's hot in North Carolina. It's hot, honey. You know, the storm is out there, and anybody that's in harm's way, we are praying for you. We got you already. Got you on the prayer line. We're praying that that storm will spare you, as we're praying that it will spare us here in North Carolina. It's raging out there. I got to get the news going so I can see exactly what's going on with it. But as I'm hearing, it's coming Texas and Louisiana way. And God bless y'all, all my YouTube people, especially. I hope y'all can hear me, that I'm praying for you, that in the name of Jesus, that you all will not be in harm's way. And if that storm comes for you all, that you will take shelter, take heed, and be well and be healed. So we're praying for you. Like I say, praying for our state as well. So we just don't know, you know, that storm could go a lot of different ways. Okay, as I'm talking, I'm starting to put in my 3 pounds of ground turkey is what I'm using in here. Got 3 pounds of ground turkey. Y'all know I use turkey meat, so this is what it's made of. It's going to be a nice pot of good old homemade turkey chili. Nice healthy chili, y'all. Claudia, thank you so much for reminding me about that video yesterday. You know what? Expectation and what you do and how you, what your reputation and all those things about yourself, what people come to expect of you. Let me tell you something. It's good to be able to come correct when you have put yourself out there. Now, my Sunday dinner video, what happened to it, y'all, I can't even tell y'all. The last 15 minutes just was not posted to begin with. The first half was out there, of course. And Claudia, forgive me for not saying your last name. Maybe I don't need to. But anyway, Claudia reminded me on her post that she made to the video. She reminded me, Miss Peggy, you did not end your video like you normally do. Like, what's up? And I thought, well, what in the world? So, of course, I went back and I looked, and sure enough, she was correct. I had left off the last portion of that video some way, somehow. It didn't get on there when I put it together because it was in 2 parts. But I normally, you know, there's a way on your camera to go and put it together. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic to this. Well, let's make it 3 because that's 3 pounds of ground beef. We'll add a tablespoon for each pound. Okay. So that's 3 pounds of minced garlic we got going on in there. And we're just going to continue to saute the veggies and the turkey meat. I hope my pan is big enough because this sure is a lot of meat, y'all. Pan's already half full. This is the big old meaty pot. And I'm only going to put 1 can of pinto beans in because we like lots of meat in ours. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, about the video. So anywho, Claudia reminded me, and I went ahead and put it together and put a little intro so people would know what was going on. So I apologize for that. I don't know what was going on. Nothing unusual was going on. The kids were here and we were having a good time as usual. So I don't know what happened. Now this tablespoon of seasoning is my everything in the cabinet bottle. So I always have to put me a tablespoon of that. That's just everything. If I got like little half bottles of this or a fourth of a bottle of that, or you know how your stuff gets down low and you want to keep all those different bottles in there, I just dump everything, the garlic powder, the onion powder, the complete seasoning, whatever I've got, I just dump it all in one bottle, and I call that my everything in the cabinet seasoning. So a couple teaspoons of that. If you don't have any of that, that's fine. You don't have to. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon or two of, y'all know it, complete seasoning. I know somebody out there saying, because I already hear, ooh, that's a lot of seasoning. It takes a lot of seasoning for chili, at least for my chili it does, y'all. And you know, I'm telling y'all, when you're in here in this kitchen cooking, and if I'm doing something with my recipe that you don't quite like, hey, feel free, just leave it out. Yours won't taste exactly like mine, but I bet you it'll be good though. So don't worry about it. So far we got most of the seasoning in. As I use it, I'm just going to put it out of the way over here. Now, this is, of course, chili powder, y'all. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of chili powder. I'm being good today, y'all. I'm using my measuring spoons. Like, use your words. I'm using my measuring spoons today. You know why I'm using them? Because they were right handy. So there's my 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Okay. Are y'all having a God bless day? I surely hope that you are, because you know why? Life is too short not to. It really is. There are too many things going on in this world that are so detrimental and devastating these days. It's just a shame if you don't live life to the fullest that you can, and try to make every day a good day for yourself and for somebody else as well. I'm telling you, I just, you know, even though today was hot and I was out and about and I had about, I guess, 3 or 4 things, I had to take my granddaughter to her school to get her computer from the new school. I was excited. And you know what? Excuse me, I'm chewing. I was even more excited because when I got out to the high school, you know how I know most of the people that are over there, and there are not that many folk over there now because the kids are not in school. Okay, y'all, this is a 1.25 ounce pack of chili seasoning mix. It's by Food Line, so we're going to try that in there. And it's supposed to be the authentic chili seasoning mix. I got one more pack I might put in there. Just depends. Okay. We're going to let that simmer in there for a few minutes. And then I'm going to go get all my tomato stuff to put in there. I got some tomato paste and some tomatoes to put into my chili. I think I got it in all my dry. Oh, I need to put in a little paprika. After you get started and get finished really with your sauteing, kind of lower that heat just a little bit. I'm going to put in just a tablespoon of paprika. Okay. And this is all just about flavor, y'all. Everything I put in here is for flavor. Because you know we want it flavorful. You know, when you're cooking, especially when you're cooking a one-dish meal, you want that dish to taste better than anything your family ever put in their mouth, honey. Because we only going to do chili and crackers tonight. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to even do cornbread. Oh, you know what I've got in my freezer? Some little hush puppies. Yay. I got hush puppies. Okay. Everything is in here now as far as the seasoning is concerned, I believe. Let's see. Pretty much. Yeah, it is. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to walk over to my cabinet and get my tomato paste and my tomatoes and my tomato sauce. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me a minute. Just hang in there. Okay, got my sausage. Listen, make sure you keep stirring this mixture here because it will stick on you like it was trying to do to me just now. So what I've got here so far is one 15-ounce can of tomatoes. These are diced tomatoes by Members Mark. I always buy these by the case because, you know, I mean, you just always need tomatoes in your cupboard. And this is going to be a 12-ounce can of tomato paste that I'm going to put in here. Okay. Alrighty, got that going. And then, of course, since I'm putting my sauces, because y'all know I always, for any sauce dish, I always do cup to a half a cup and put 3/4 a cup of tomato ketchup. Okay, that ketchup, that little tartness does what needs to be done to either chili or spaghetti. You put that tomato ketchup in there. Okay, and the last thing I'll be putting in is going to be my beans. I've got the Lux Pinto Beans. I love Pinto Beans in my chili. And this pot is going to be just right because it's going to be filled almost to capacity. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour in that can of, I've already taken the liberty to open them. This is a 28-ounce can, I believe. No, 29 ounce. How about that? 29-ounce can of pinto beans. So it's not going to be a lot of beans in here, but there'll be enough beans in here to let you know that there's a few beans in there. So I said that was the last thing, but not so. Here's my half cup of brown sugar. Y'all know I had to have my brown sugar in there. You did know the brown sugar was coming, right? Okay. All right. Ooh, I might have to add a little bit more. This chili is going to be nice and thick and rich. This is how we like to eat it around here. Now, you know you have to really watch it and stir it because it will stick on you because it's so thick. I'm going to put just a tad of water. And this is the cup that I had my my cutter, my thing here that I cut my veggies in. And still have a few little veggies floating around in there. So I'm just going to pour that where I rinse that out. Boo-boo, what you call it? Blooper, whatever. So that's about as much water is gonna go in here. Sometimes if you have like beef broth, if you want to pour some beef broth in there, you can do that. That keeps all of your rich flavor in. A little bit more of tomato paste left in that can. But that keeps all your richness and your flavoring, all that savory, it keeps it in there. That little bit of water won't hurt anything, but you need a little bit to thin it so that it will not stick, because it's going to stick. That's why you have to stir it until you get it to a certain heat, and then you can turn that heat all the way down, put the cover on it, let it simmer for about an hour, and you're done. You got your big old pot of beautiful, savory, tasty chili, and that's what it's all about, y'all. I'm going to taste of this here in a second, because what I need to know is if I need to put, remember that second packet of chili season mix, I've still got that second packet, so I'm going to taste it here in a minute. It looks and smells so wonderful, y'all. I'm going to taste it and see what it needs. Now you got to taste your food. You know, we talked about this when I first started cooking. I don't care what it is you're cooking, even if it's something you know that it's all right, taste it anyway. Because there just might be that outside chance. It could be the climate. It could be you might have bought an off-brand or something. Anything. That is so near perfect. Whew. But what I need to do, y'all, I need to pour just about half of that pack of seasoning in there. Now I need just that little edge, because by the time all this cooks up together, it's going to be some kind of wonderful, y'all. I wish I had some, I do not have any broth. So, and I don't want to put any more water in here. I really don't want to add any more water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the heat stay where it is for right now. But remember, I tell you, you cannot cook this on high heat. Otherwise, you're going to have a burnt bottom to this pot of chili. It's going to ruin the whole situation. I mean, it's just going to mess up the whole deal, y'all. And you don't want to do that. So, that's how you make a good old pot of chili right quick to get it on the table within an hour. Because you got to let it cook. Now, it's got to cook at least no less than 45 minutes. Because actually, you know, you're using chili. The meat's cooked, the beans are cooked, you sauteed your onions, so everything is done pretty much. But you need that time for it to simmer and let all those veggies and the meat and the sauces cook in together. Because nothing's going to taste better than what it's going to taste like tomorrow. Today, it's good. It's wonderful. It's awesome. Okay, as you can see, this chili is pretty much ready. My camera sort of skipped just a little bit. The only thing you missed, I think, maybe was, we'll go back through the ingredients. 3 pounds of turkey, ground turkey meat, 1 29-ounce can of pinto beans. They're the Lux pinto beans, or whatever pinto beans you like to use, or you can cook your own pinto beans. 2 medium onions, 1 medium green pepper, and all of my seasonings. Okay, I used garlic powder, not garlic powder, I used minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, a couple of tablespoons of chili powder, a tablespoon of complete seasoning. What else did I put in there? Look, that almost does it. Let's see. I know I had more items than that. I put all my stuff back for. Oh yeah, and my seasoning that I do, like everything but the kitchen sink, that is just a combination of every dry seasoning that I have left in the bottle. So that's pretty much it. And then the other thing, and then a tablespoon of black pepper. So here's the deal: if you get the basic ingredients in there, especially if you use these little chili seasoning packets, I put 1.5 of those in there. All of those seasonings and your chili powder, once you get those seasons in there, that's the basic. So anything else you put in there, honey, the sky's the limit. You can put anything you think about putting in there as far as spicing it up. Crushed red peppers, sometimes I put a little bit of those in there, which I didn't tonight so far. Because, you know, some people just don't like the hot stuff. Some people can't do it. I don't like the hot stuff. Now I'll sprinkle me some hot sauce in my chili once I put it in my bowl, and you can put cheese on top. You can garnish it with cheese, tomatoes. I'll eat some salsa with mine, just anything you want. But what I decided tonight I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on here, and it's still simmering. It's been simmering about a good hour and a half. Like I say, you can just simmer it as long as you want to, but seriously, 15 minutes to put all this together. You can cook it as little as 45 minutes or as much as 2 hours. So in any case, it's going to be good. It's never going to be good as it's going to be the second day. Trust me, I'm telling you. So the other thing that I want to fix, instead of crackers, I had this I guess this hoagie bread or this big old Subway bread. I had a stick of that left over. So what I'm going to do, I've cut it up and cut it in half, and then made, let's see what I got, little 8 slices. So what I'm going to do is dip it in some olive oil. This is olive oil, a mixture of olive oil and butter. I'm just going to dip each piece in like so, and then I'm going to put it on my, I've got it on this piece of foil, and it's going to put it on the baking sheet, put it right in the oven, and bake it for about 10 minutes so it gets nice and crisp. But before I put it in the oven, I'm going to pour me some garlic powder. Ooh, I might need some more. Let me see, I might need a little bit more olive oil on there. So it'll do quite enough for butter, but this will do, the olive oil will do just fine. And I'm going to put the garlic powder on it. It's going to be wonderful, y'all. Okay. Right. That little piece, that didn't get in it, did it? Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to sprinkle it with some Romano cheese and some garlic powder. So this is going to be really good, y'all. Or if you got any kind of cheese, you can make cheese bread out of this. So I'm just trying to make garlic bread out of this batch here. Okay. It's going to be yummy, 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 y'all. As Kylie can say, yummy. Okay. And like I said, it takes about 10 minutes for this to cook. Just going to sprinkle it out really good right quick. But this is just something, a little added addition instead of the crackers. And this bread, you know, we're not going to eat all this tonight. Nobody but Kareem and I are going to eat out of it. Tansy will probably come over tomorrow. But you can wrap this up and heat this bread right back up again tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all heard that. What I was saying about the bread. You can wrap it up and have it again on tomorrow if you don't use it all tonight. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now it's ready for the oven, y'all. 10 minutes on broil. We're going to have us a complete meal here tonight. Kareem's not here yet, so I will be dining alone. I'm going to go ahead and clean that little mess up. So hang on just a minute. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, everything's ready. I'm getting ready to dish me a bowl of this beautiful, tasty, savory, thick, tomatoey chili. And I'm going to dip that good old garlic bread right into it. I'm going to have me a glass of seltzer water. So, listen guys, thank y'all for hanging out with me while I make my Tuesday night chili. This is one of those meals you can eat it for lunch, you can eat it for dinner, you can eat it in the summertime or wintertime. I just had a taste for chili. So, that's what we're having tonight for dinner. Listen guys, remember, stand in the gap for somebody, encourage someone, reconcile those differences, continue to pray without ceasing, and above all, be safe. Follow the guidelines, wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance, all those things, because I love you, and I want us, when this thing comes through and it's finished, I want us to be able to get together one of these days, get together and just do that meet and greet that we've been talking about since last year. So y'all just be safe, continue to pray without ceasing. God will see you through anything, because you know what, He is still in control. Thank y'all again for pushing me forward on my channel. I'm headed toward 40,000. I'm over almost 36, almost 37,000 right now, I believe. But whatever the case might be, thank you all, because you all helped to get me there, and we're heading toward that 40,000 mark and beyond. So thank you all so much again for commenting, for supporting, and for reminding. Again, if you're hearing me now and you haven't been able to hear me in the past, again, I apologize about the sound. I have no clue still what is going on with that sound situation, but we're still working on it, trying to figure out what it is. I haven't to this point. So again, love you guys. Keep those prayers going up now, so the blessings will continue to come down. Toodaloo.